Hi, I'm Jennifer with the Kentucky Agriculture and Environment in the Classroom. This is our Build a Show Pig activity, which is part of our STEM adventure and also part of our Ag Literacy Network materials. The goal of this lesson is to help students understand that different living things can inherit different traits, and we can look a little bit different, whether it's eye color, hair color, skin color. We want them to notice those differences and then learn where those traits come from, which is parents, their grandparents, their lineage. And so this kind of starts the conversation about genetics and where different traits come from. So in this specific lesson, we're going to make a pig. And we can start out, again, asking them what different traits that we as humans can have, and you have them look at each other and notice different eye color, hair color, skin color, height. All of those things are different traits, and then ask them, where did you get your brown eyes or your blue eyes? And you can ask them if they have a parent with those color eyes. Well, that's the same case as any animal or plant that has parents. So you can show them this poster of different pig breeds and quickly ask them if they can see some of the differences with the different breeds. They have different ear shapes. Their ears lay a certain way. Some are a lot leaner than others. They might have longer bodies. They might have rounder bodies. They have different coat colors. Some have longer hair than others. So we know they're all pigs, but we can notice differences. And the reason that farmers may choose a specific type of pig to have on their farm might have to do with the climate of their farm, where they're going to be keeping the pigs. So lots of different factors will go into helping a farmer determine what breeds of different animals or plants that they're going to raise on their farm. So with the younger students with this game, we are actually going to roll the dice. So this is kind of the luck of the draw. We have several different pieces and colors of pieces of pig bodies. And it would be very helpful to go on and organize all of your materials ahead of time so they're easy to pick. So with our instructions on the back, we've got different numbers and different parts that represent a number on a dice. So like I said, for the younger students, we're just going to roll the dice, and depending on what that lands on, we're going to bring out a correlating part to make our pig. And every pig that you make throughout the day is going to be a little different. So this is for our body shape. So I rolled a 2, and that is a rectangle, which is one of these, and then I'm going to roll it again. For the color, well, it's spotted. So here is our pig body. Then the next one is head shape. I rolled a 6, which means that we're going to have a square head. And now for color, a 3, so we're going to have a red square head for our pig. Snout color is next, so that's also going to be red. Then we've got ear size, ear color. So a 3, we're going to have some medium-sized ears, which are going to be black, or these are kind of a dark brown. And they can choose how to put those ears on the pig. Next is leg color, which I rolled a 6, which is black. So you can kind of stick the legs in there. And then our last trait is going to be a tail. And I rolled a 6, which means no tail. And you can actually talk about why a pig may not have a tail. They're usually docked on the farm because young piglets tend to like to chew on other pigs' tails. So you can have that conversation. So already we have a very unique pig based on kind of the roll of the dice, and we know that's how genetics works a lot of the times. But with your older students, we actually want to start the conversation about having 2 parents and dominance and recessive traits. You may not use those words specifically, but the way that this next round will go is 2 students get to roll a dice, so they can have teams. So each student gets to roll a dice. So this student rolled a 3, this student rolled a 1. So if a parent has a rectangle or a hexagon body, you can pick a student to decide which one that pig's going to be. And that deciding factor would mean that that's the dominant trait. So we're going to decide, well, the hexagon body is the dominant trait. And then you have the students roll again, and we get to choose between a black body or a pink body. And so we're going to end up choosing the pink body here. And you continue to build this pig the same way that we built the other one, but again, it becomes more about a decision making about which trait is going to be the dominant trait, or which one that you end up with. You could even decide if you want one of the dice to be the dominant trait. You could do that. If you roll the same number on each of the dice, obviously your decision's made for you in that case. But with this, we'll end up making another pig that's going to look vastly different than the pig that we made before. And if you have time, you can have them do it again, and then they can compare the differences in the pigs that they made. They have a lot of fun with this game, so I encourage you to, try to make it fun. Talk about, you can talk about other animals as well, differences in cows, dairy cow and beef cow, different types of chickens, whether they're layers or meat type chickens. There's lots and lots of traits in our different farm animals and plants.